Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. My name is Rabenschild. I'm here where the tunnel machine was parked, and let's say it that way, we at least don't get snow blindness anymore. That's a good thing, but the whole area and the whole landscape gets rougher. It's noticeable when you drive over it. So now the hard track back begins. I will try to do the shuffle, kind of bring this thing, the truck, a few kilometers, ahead, and then come back to catch up with the tunnel machine. Then after that, all that stuff, will be a bit of a thing. If on the way I hit anything special that we didn't see already or something like that, then I will come back to you and we will deal with it. Otherwise I will just go for it now, because then I kind of have the time then to just do that, and I will hopefully end at a point where I'm relatively close to the base again, where I don't have to do too much work with the tunnel machine, and I can then just hopefully drive back. Good. I think that's all that I wanted to do. Just to heads up for you to just say that I'm doing this now. It's just I didn't want you wanted to surprise you with the tunnel machine and the truck just parked somewhere. So let's start this. We are back at the beginning, where basically we made the first cuts for the streets, and I have to say at one point I have to come back, because it's just it's not fun. Especially this part is kind of not nice to drive. And I have to make another cut down here, because this is, it doesn't seem to be, but it is very, very steep, and there's a lot of holes in the area that the truck might fall in. The truck has one problem: it tends to run out of control basically, and then it is not stoppable in a really easy way. It seems to be that the weight of the rover that I'm carrying with it might be too much. Positioned this thing here, driving that thing down here went relatively well. It is the difference between controlling it with a grid, with a subgrid control system or a program, a script, and having the wheels directly attached. One problem that the tunnel machine had to get here is that I had to constantly turn on the thrusters to keep it moving. And the last few bits of the cuts were made by a smaller drilling machine, so the tunnel machine had a bit of a hard time fitting through there, but it was possible. So I wanted to refill my my O2. I'm running out of hydrogen, and otherwise the track was okay, let's say it that way. Went really fast. If you don't have to drill and do all that stuff, then suddenly this whole thing goes a lot faster than if you just how to say, it is faster if you just, when you're just driving and you don't have to do all the work cutting through the landscape. This will take a while. I'm trying to speed it up, and I'm trying to hopefully be relatively fast with it. It should just be a small cut, a relatively small cut. I have placed some more traffic markers on the way here. I had to place 2 more because I didn't find the way back, and I replaced them with something I just call traffic cone. Basically something that is visible mostly, and I'm starting to track back with the traffic markers now. So from the outpost, where is it? I have the highway outpost there. That is the thing that basically marks the middle of the track, and from here I will have to start with traffic marker 1, traffic marker 2, and all that stuff back again. Good thing about it is that this area here is relatively flat if you can navigate around all the craters, but this part here leads basically back onto the plateau that the base is on. So it seems that we don't have to do more cuts. We can just drive through here and then just go back to the base. I will do some more work with traffic markers on the way and just mark my way back, and hopefully I can manage to drive back to the base relatively fast, and maybe we can achieve that in this episode. Although the time that I used to get here already shows that I might not get the episode out on the day that I plan to bring it out. We will have to see how that works out in the end. I will do some more work and then come back to you after I have eaten, because that's another thing I need to do here. Oh yeah, I'm running into some problems with some of the mods, and I might have to change out some stuff. I want to have an opinion on the daily needs mod. I like the mod, but it seems now that I'm having trouble with it, and I think maybe we could get rid of it until the new version comes out of it, out for it. I'm not sure. I kind of want to keep it, but I'm not sure if I can. Have to see how that works out. This will require some monitoring here, but it is fast. What do we have in there? What is that? Silicon and magnesium. Okay, that's something we can take with us. Yeah, give me an opinion on that. I'm not sure if we really need it still. It kind of proved to be not the thing that helps me here. I have the feeling. I'm not sure. I wanted to have it because I wanted to have more of a survival experience, and it gives you a bit more of a survival experience, but now it seems that I am at a point where, yeah, except for sometimes sitting down and eating and sleeping, I don't really have to keep up with it too much, and then it becomes just a hassle to go back and sometimes just sit down. I don't know. Give me an opinion on that. I also have to carry around this stuff constantly with me. We will have to see. Good people. Let me do some more work, and we will see us when I have done more work here. And don't know, maybe if this is done, I can immediately dive back to base. We will see. So I don't know how long it took to do this cut now, and Or I know, but I don't even know what I did say the last time I recorded. Should look that up. But so I made the cut that you saw me start, basically, through the mountain here. Brought the truck over here, built a traffic marker. We will go on now and continue the trek home. I hope that on the way back there I don't have to do any more cuts. We run into a few problems with the truck, and that's kind of weird. I have these wheels face through this arm, and it's the only arm that does that. I don't know where that comes from. This arm here definitely does something that the others don't do. Sometimes it sticks up. What it does then is basically it phases into the wheels and then it just sticks there. It will not come back. I don't know what's up with this. So the tunnel machine will wait here a bit because it is full with stone now that I need to kind of empty out. There was so much time in between the recordings that I even had the monitor change. I got a monitor that I'm using now as my second monitor, and I hope that the sound is right. I'm having... So what I did is I changed out a monitor that now has HDMI on it. So the sound is coming basically from this HDMI device now. It's a weird thing, but that's what OBS is monitoring now. And I hope that it is not too loud. I have the feeling it might be. I will just turn down the game volume a bit. So this is why I kind of made this tunnel, because this is already very steep, and in the back you can see crater walls. I kind of don't want to drive into craters with this truck. Speeding down one of these hills, this thing brakes very, very slowly. So, but this should work, and then we can drive to the left and go basically for the home base. It should be, see there it is, 27 kilometers away. I hope that I can reach that today, and maybe there is not a lot of stuff in the way that needs too much attention. It should get very, very flat once I'm on that part of the landscape. See this valley there? I will drive through that, and that should be perfect. See, there it is again. This wheel is stuck up now, and I would have to lower it down. Doesn't matter, as soon as it goes back up, it will stick to the wheels there again. A reload can fix that, but it is just this wheel that does that. None of the other wheels do that. Don't know. Space Engineers does something weird there again. Maybe I have to add another wheel or something like that just to keep it down. But again, now I will do hopefully the rest of the trek back home. That should be relatively easily done now. I will go a bit away from the tunnel machine, place another traffic marker, and then we will see yeah, how the rest of the whole trek goes. I have to be careful again. This thing is more like a train than a truck. It brakes really slow. What I could do is, did I rename the whole thing? I will rename the I will rename the wheel, the rotor for the wheel, and we'll just bring it down with a button or something like that. I've set it now up that I can just turn on the rotor, bring it down, turn off the rotor, go back into the thing. I could do that from the cockpit out too. Good. Okay, let me drive some more. I found something interesting with the tunnel machine that might be interesting to some of you. I'm not sure, but maybe some of you find that interesting, or maybe some of you it helps out. So the hinge that I've built here, you should set that up differently. I have the turning the turning rotor that basically rolls it left to right. Have set it up directly behind the machine, and this thing that lifts it up or brings it down here. What you should do is change the orientation of these things. So bring the turning thing here, back here, and then have the lifting thing. I noticed with this tunnel that I have this roof above it, and I thought maybe get rid of it. But because the angle changes that I have in the machine there, so when I lift up, it changes the whole angle where the thing cuts, and that's why I have this weird cut in here. You could get around it if you do it that way, because then you turn it up on the same axis. Here I have axis changes in this area in the end. So put the turning thing back here and then put the lifting thing here on that axis, because that then hopefully gets rid of these changes in the axes there. I found a nice spot where I have built another. Whoa. Is that thing locked down? No, it is not. It's just heavy. Found a nice spot for another traffic marker, so you can see it back there, and I'm driving the tunnel machine now to that point, hopefully without any incidents. The whole track is just it is, yeah, it went faster than the first track that I did. But now I'm running into huge snags, and that needs to be, yeah, that at one point I would like to have a street network where the ride is just smooth. That would be nice. Good. Continuing to go back home. I'm setting up the last traffic marker before we hopefully are home. So we have 11 kilometers to go, and on the halfway mark between the last traffic marker and home, I wanted to have another one just because. Let us make it a bit higher. I really like the Mars part of our journey. It's, I don't know, it's for me the part where I had to think the most, and where I was kind of challenged the most by just setting myself the rule to just go with with wheels here and all that stuff. I I don't know. It's a weird thing that I really like this part so much. I'm I kind of dread to go away from it. I like it so much. But the thing is, I also want to see if I can have, yeah, something similar somewhere else. Maybe if I try to be more stringent with a stringent, is that the right word? Serious with the rules I chose. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I don't know. I kind of think about, if I go to the alien planet now, what can I do there that makes it more, I don't know, that makes it more interesting to me and all that stuff. Because again, I like it here. I like to build these machines, and I would like to build more of them, and I'm pretty sure in the future we will do that. But it's a weird thing that I really, I don't know. I like it very, very much here. Good. I will go and bring back the tunnel machine. Catch it up to here. This thing. I have the feeling it does that once it reaches maximum travel, basically. So I can see while I'm driving it that this thing sometimes goes into the maximum and then it pushes into the wheels. I don't know why it doesn't do that here. Maybe there's a weird thing with a center of mass that is not completely correct or something like that. I wouldn't know because all the weight is here. So why should this will do it? We will have to see. But now let me grab the tunnel machine, and then we are home. We are at the base, and then then we will do some maintenance. I want to bring the observer back. I want to unpack and all that stuff, and then we will go and do something else. Again, if you want to help me figure stuff out, then let me know. It's a weird thing. What I don't know. What I want to do more. Can't really say. Good people. Back in a sec, I would say. I hope you can see it in the footage, but we can see the base from here. It's this little gray speck there. That is great. Finally, it's, don't know, 5 kilometers or so, then we are back home. I want to try if this thing fits into the parking space of the other truck. Not sure. The thing is, I will have to be a bit careful here because there's boreholes all around here, and I have to kind of carefully drive around them, I have the feeling. Finally back home. And it's great that this project is kind of done now. We have the ability now to drive to the pole. Maybe we build at one point another truck, not one of these, a smaller one, maybe not with a hinge or something, that can fit through the tunnels so that we can, don't know, deliver stuff there, bring things back. We could utilize another one of the other suspension systems that we have, and try to use that to go back to the pole there. Good. Let me drive to the base, and I will see if I can park this thing somewhere nice. And I'm happy that this worked out. See there's another one of these holes that I left around. I really need to take more care of that. See, there's 3 holes. Back in a bit. The tunnel machine is back too, and I'm happy. That was another trip over multiple hours, and it's good to be back now so that I can, don't know, I need to find a solution for unloading this truck somewhere here. There's so much still left to do that I should kind of continue doing. I will do some cleanup work over the next day or so, and see. Yeah, again, I need to bring back the observer up there. I need to again, find solutions how to unload, some ability to unload the truck, and then, don't know, prepare the base, prepare the machines, all that stuff, so that I can leave them alone if I want to. I have to say again, there must be more stuff to do. So again, I don't know. I don't know what to do next. You will have to help me there. But we have the base back. That's a good thing. So not to worry about that. One thing I need to do here is I need to reduce the amount of antennas around, because I constantly see antennas everywhere. So from here we should just see the traffic marker 4. That's the first one in the line that we can follow. And from there we should be able to just go, and then everything should show up once it is in range and all that stuff. I'm really happy. We can see the highway outpost from here. It looks so much closer, but it is all the way around the bend there. Oh, people. Okay, I'm done for today, I have to say. I started recording this on... I shouldn't have let everything alone here. Things flipped and turned. I found when I came back, I found this rover somewhere out there. So these things have a mind of their own. I'm happy that I anchored this thing. Otherwise, I would have, don't know, I think I never would have found that thing again. Good people, thanks for watching, I say. Hope you liked this episode. Again, this was not a lot of time for you, but it was 3 days for me, I say. Hope you liked the episode. It would be greatly appreciated if you would leave a like then. And yeah, if you're new here, please subscribe. Take a look at the description. There's more infos for all the other stuff. And I hope to see you in the next video. See ya, guys.